That sounds like
It sounds
some
like
agenda shit. Some agenda
that sound like some
based
whoa,
moves.
whoa, 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 whoa. That's what it sounds like.
Got some malignant around there, bro. Yeah.
Oh shit. All right, cool. Put my big black ass face on the screen. Yeah. Still got a little bit of a cough. It ain't too crazy. I'll take the Muricolo. That should be fucking. You know
What's
what it be
the
doing.
what's the special ingredient in that Ricola? I forgot what it's called.
Milk.
Milk, nigga. It said milk.
Hold on,
So
before I get
I
out.
forgot it's an herb. I forgot what the hell they put in that shit.
I forgot to. That's on here, but let me see. Because they have a
It
whole
probably
bunch of
say it right on the
scientific.
package.
They said, wait. It's gay as shit.
Pause.
Honey char.
What, nigga?
That's what they call it. Honey
What
char. I
this
can't.
nigga?
I can't read it though. What the fuck is? Oh, it's
Some
ripped.
weird shit.
I know what it
Pause.
is. I've seen it before. Let me see.
Yeah, this is.
I can't see it. Something
I can't think
molasses.
of it.
Because this is not. This is not. This isn't the original one. This isn't the original one.
Oh, okay.
This
We
is
got
the
some cherry flavored shit.
Chiara. That's what it is. Hold on, I'm about to do my Kevin Samuels. It's not hard to fool me. I don't know. Yo, I'll be watching that shit. And I don't it's not it has nothing to do with, you know, MGTOW or having issues with chicks. It should be just funny to me, yo, at this point. That should be just entertaining. I'll listen to any y'all won't be doing no podcast anymore. Anyway, I'll be back. Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay. Dress eyes. All right, cool. So, welcome to another edition. Look at this shit. Wow. Welcome to another edition of the No Filter podcast, where we just discuss shit. All this fucking gaming. That's what we do. You still there, Lawrence?
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
All right, because
Indeed,
that
indeed.
shit was quiet as kept.
That's
So,
what's up. That's how we like it.
hey,
Pause.
fuck you. I used to actually I had an old friend and he used to act ridiculous like that shit too. Either way, we got 3 topics to talk about today, and welcome, Black. I really appreciate your presence in this
Yes, sir. Yes,
bitch.
sir.
You know what
Ain't
I
no thing,
mean?
ain't no thing, but a couple of chicken wings. So I don't work for free, dog. He be paying me in Popeyes and shit. See,
True.
so good. See my coupons on the first of every month. I mean,
You stupid. Okay, cool. It's not hard to fool me. Anyway,
so you retweeted it out and everything, the live link.
man, ain't nobody trying to
I'm
retweet it.
finna retweet it out. Yeah, like a malignant shy bitch on Twitter and shit.
I know, right?
Spamming these niggas like, yo, nigga,
Get
come
your
on, nigga.
get your black ass up in this bitch. That's what my mom used to say.
Niggas.
My mom used to flip the fuck out, man. I be going outside, look at this bitch in the street. Get your black ass over here. I be like, damn. I'm gonna say something simple like we live. But anyway, welcome to the No Filter podcast. A lot of things I want to. What the fuck? I can't get the. All right, a lot of things I wanted to talk about here. Um, that is definitely going to be interesting tonight. Lots of interesting things to say. You know how I roll. I roll with the interestings. Let me see now. Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm.
Man, hella quiet. What's going on
Okay.
over there?
Trying to retweet it. I apologize.
Okay, I'm
So
good.
anyway, lots of cool subjects here to talk about. Lots of interesting things that was on my mind that I would like to discuss with you guys. Really would. I really would. Um, and I feel like this is going to be. I wanted to actually talk about the. Yo, no, you don't. No, you don't. What? Psycho Mantis. What's going on? Um, get my coffee ready. I wanted to discuss this shit yesterday. I really did, man. And I was like, let me fall back because I want to hear this argument in real time. So you giving me pushback, man. I ain't used to that shit, yo. People just
What you mean?
been
What you mean, sir?
pushback for the conversation we had yesterday about the PlayStation Store
No,
being.
I'm just asking some questions. You
Well,
know,
usually people been
questions.
usually people been over.
Pause, nigga.
Hey, fucking yo!
You gotta lean back with that shit. Like, what's that nigga named Patrick?
Yeah, Patrick.
Hey, fuck Oh shit.
Every time I see that shit, yo, somebody post a whole bunch of mook shit on there, and I didn't want to share too much on it. I was like, let me just chill out. But it was a whole bunch of shit that I keep seeing on my timeline. My last customer, but oh wait, let me wait. The three topics we're going to talk about, we're going to get into it in a second. You're in our living room right now. You're in our conversation. Anyway, yo, come through, man. The
Maya, what up,
microphone.
boy?
Get your black
What
ass
up? What
up
up,
in
man?
this bitch. Oh, that's what it means. It means you got this. That's what that fucking thing is. I thought that shit was sticking up his middle finger.
I never knew what that was until now. Okay, that's what's up.
Oh wow, that's interesting. I was like, yo, I've been licking it every time you come up in this bitch.
I was like waving your hand or some shit.
No, I thought it was snapping or putting his middle finger up in like real time. Like, But so anyway, three topics. I believe that the PlayStation Store will go to the PC, which is part of what Phil Ryan was talking about. That's what I think. We are going to talk about Nintendo's strengths, just their strengths in the media, or not the media, in the game industry, along with Microsoft too. So I definitely want to talk about that. And what did Jim Ryan actually mean with that recent interview? So I want to
Hmm.
talk about that shit. Like, it's all speculation. We kind of don't know. This is just my interpretation. But before we go on, yo, why your wife bought that mook ass fucking yogurt, yo? That's what I'm curious about.
Hey, you know what the funny shit is? That was a yogurt, bruh. That's fucking pudding, bruh. Pause, nigga. That's that Bill Cosby, bruh.
How you gonna have
That's
a
the
yogurt?
snack.
How you
That's the
gonna?
snack pack brand, bruh. They defiled
Man,
that
I
shit,
wish.
bruh.
I wish. Nah, can you put that shit? Can you put that shit in Discord? Can you? I don't think you can.
I sent it to you, didn't I?
Killer
I sent it to
Tay.
you. It's in your
Man,
text,
What
bro.
up?
man,
What
you want
up?
me
What
to do all
up?
this shit?
You
Yo,
tell
what's
me
going
about
on,
that,
my
bro?
nigga?
Yeah, I could put it in there. I could put it
No,
in
no,
there.
I
Pause.
got you.
Pause. Pause. Yeah.
Hey,
Hey.
hey,
Hey.
fucking yo!
Hey.
You
Yo.
heard that? So he
Pause,
said, "But
nigga.
you heard that shit with confidence." So he said, "Yeah, I can put it in there. I can put it in
Shit.
there." Hey,
Pause.
pause, pause,
Pause.
pause, pause,
God
pause, pause, pause,
damn.
pause, 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 pause.
That.
Late. So at my job, right? My last call, yo, took me an hour, which brought me 30 minutes past my time off, which is one of the reasons why I kind of got into the podcast a little rough. I was going to use that time to sleep. First of all, I was going to leave early if they allowed me to. We have the same type of system where they allow you to leave early and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Pisses
Yeah.
me the fuck off, man. They said that they sent the thing saying that you can leave early, but they sent it to my email 30 minutes before I clocked in. So I wasn't really clocked in. So I was at the gym at the time. So I got back in there, logged in the computer. They was like, oh, you have until 11:50. I clock in at 12. You have until 11:50 to make a response. It was already fucking 12 o'clock. I said, oh, you bitch. So mad
Got
as shit.
it.
I want you guys to look at this shit. I don't know if you can see it. You see here topics. Let me click onto that. Y'all see that shit?
Nah, it's
Yes,
not.
yes, the corn for some fucking yes,
I'm not looking
yes
at the stream.
sex.
Hold up.
You put it in topics.
I put it in topics so you guys can see the bullshit, the fuckery. Y'all see it right here.
Corn. You can't put it up
Yes.
there for the stream.
Yeah, it's on the stream.
I
That's
can't
why
see. I'm looking at the stream. I can't see it.
it's delayed. You mean you can't see it because it's
Oh,
too
okay.
far?
It's just not showing.
What do you mean? I see it.
Oh, I don't see. Well, okay. I can see it now. I can see it. My bad. I'm behind.
Delayed, bitch.
Pause.
I'm behind you.
You can see Yasacorn, nigga.
Yes, Saquon, yo. What's going on with this world, man? Anyway, I was talking to a customer. Late as fuck. Made my whole day late, right? Late as shit. And he was like, y'all charging me for a fucking piece of equipment and I want my money. I said, sir, we don't normally waive that fucking fee. We did that only for 1 year only due to the pandemic. You gotta pay up, man. You gotta pay up. I was like, have you ever thought about it? So anyway, I got him to. I was like, let's consider this. Who's your phone provider? And he tells me his phone provider is Boost Mobile. I was like, how many lines? He said, you have 2. I said, okay, cool. I said, how much you pay? He says he pays about $60 and we could match it for 34 at my job. All right. So I said, yeah, 34. Where did Killer Tay go? Well, as always,
it dropped out. It dropped out.
well, you back. So anyway, yeah, they always doing that shit. So I was like, how much data does your spouse use? He was like, oh, my spouse uses. He was like, oh, my husband uses. He don't really use that much data. I said, huh. He was like, I just had my anniversary, and my birth date is October 12th. So it was kind of hard for me to kind of transition that conversation. You know what I mean? Because normally I'll say some shit like, "Oh, y'all about to get it on" and shit like that. But I didn't want that picture. You know what I mean? I ain't with that mook shit. You know.
Cocaine.
Cocaine. You saw it.
Cocaine.
No way. I showed it to Killer Tay, yo. I showed it to Killer Tay. Cocaine. Yo, I was like,
Cocaine.
what a fucking coincidence. Who was this? Fado, yo, what's good, man?
What's up, man? Shit, my bad. I forgot that you were live, man. Shit, I'm sorry. Shit, man. I want to be here.
Good. No, you good.
We just went live, bro.
We just really.
Oh, you just went live?
Everybody was late today except Magnificent.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
This nigga act like he in the military. He act like he in the military and shit.
Standing at attention and shit.
I'm like, hey,
yo!
Yo, Josh, thank you for. Yo, Josh, thank you, man, for busting my fucking Twitter fucking space cherry the other night, man, when I was on your fucking PlayStation shit.
Yeah,
whoa.
It ain't even. Fucking yo!
Yeah. Hey, you remember me saying to you the other day, though, right? Like a while back, I was like, yo, I'm never going to do spaces. Fuck that shit. That shit's retarded. Well, I saw Josh because I forgot that Josh and Ken both told me that they were going to be going live on the fucking spaces now on Twitter for that PlayStation shit, which I was pissed about because I like doing that show. And so it was live, and I was like, yeah, whatever. I'll just pop in, I'll request and see what happens. There's only like 5 people in there. Next thing you know, I'm looking down, dude, man. There's like over like fucking 400 people sitting in there listening to our shit. I'm like, holy fuck, dude.
Bro, I was so fucking loud. I was loud as fuck. I was loud as the strongest weed. Yeah. I didn't know that. I wish somebody would have said it's recording, it's clipping and shit. I didn't know.
We did try to tell you, man.
It was 2 people. It was fucking Leon and you. But he said it so calm. He was like, damn, Josh, you're really loud. And I'm thinking like maybe I'm just yelling because I'm passionate about it. I want to hear, yo. What the place in the culture? I was like, damn. I'm like, oh, fuck my fucking ear.
When Sick got in there, dude, man, fucking yeah, that's where shit went. Fucking man, that shit was awesome.
Well, here's the thing. I want to control that whole. We're about to start the topics. I want to control that whole thing. I get. Me and Sick have difference of opinions a lot. Sick is a true fanboy, and he knows it. I'm reasonable. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to
Right.
gatekeep people to say, "Oh, I don't want you to have." We built it. What I was now I can say it in my platform. If you want to jump in, fine. Because I'm going to say it eventually for the last topic. I basically stated that when Sony made these games, you bought it, right? That's
Right.
it. In terms of support, that is like an indirect support. You know what I mean? That's indirectly supporting something, but it's not support like you have a passion for that company. You know, they made something you like and you bought it. Okay, they didn't look at you and was like, Fatal likes shitty games. I'm gonna
I do.
craft the shittiest game and then put it out there just for you, Fatal. Here you go. They didn't do that. They have all these developers and they have a freedom at Sony to make whatever they want. It's up to them to make whatever. If it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, you won't get a sequel.
Yeah, it's
But
hit
it
or
is
miss. Yeah.
but it isn't like they made it for you, which
No.
means you ain't really supporting that shit thick and thin.
Because when you think about it too, as well from that standpoint too, man, like you got to remember too, like we don't know what these developers are even making at all.
Nope.
Like we don't know if it's a sequel, we don't know if it's a new IP.
We didn't know Ghost of Tsushima was going to land. We had no idea.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Or
So like, when
Returnal.
that got announced, we're like, yo, that came out of nowhere. What the fuck? And it's an amazing
You
game.
can't sit there and say that. You know what, Sony? We made you.
Right.
We bought your shit. If it wasn't for Sony, we wouldn't have that. They decided to make Ghost of Tsushima out of their own passion of liking Japanese culture. They didn't
Right.
make it for anyone other than let's make a good product. That was it. That was the only prerequisite.
Yep.
But don't try to act like
They made that shit for us. They made that shit for me.
Shut up.
Shut up, Dave.
He do have an Asian wife.
Cocaine.
From the
Okay,
Xbox
okay,
perspective,
okay.
though, it's polar opposite, though.
No,
It's
but
polar
but,
opposite.
but no, I mean, not even just talking about the Xbox fan base. It's just in general. You can't sit there and say that we build you. What? Now, I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's not how it works. Because if Sony closed down PlayStation, I mean, they still have other shit. They have a bank in Japan. You know what I'm saying? They still have the movie stuff, or whatever the case is. Back all the way back then, they had shit. You know,
Yep.
so it was like you can't put games anywhere. You can't put games in places that I don't want you to place them because we supported you. No, you bought something that you liked. That's what that means. You didn't. That wasn't the rules of engagement. You didn't say that, Sony.
Yeah.
I'll only buy this if you leave it on PlayStation. That's not how that worked. They just made something that you so happen to like. That's all I was saying. They talk about some. Whoa, you stupid? You stupid nigga? Word? You gonna buy? You gonna talk about word? Is that not support? Not directly, no. Because what support is, right? Let's say, okay, so for Magnificent Black, he decided 6 months ago that he wanted to support me, right? Thick and thin with this podcast. That's not just doing it just because I like podcasts. He's doing it specifically because we cool. You know what I'm saying? That's support. You're supporting somebody. And I'm inconveniencing him and the rest of you guys that decide to join in there to make this shit pop. You know? That's support. That's all I'm saying. It ain't support because you just so happen to buy something that you like. That doesn't work.
That's not the same as buying a game.
What we had to do back in the day, man. And so how all these
going
games
on,
get so
Jemiah?
popular back then?
Because they
I mean,
made
what-
something that was good quality.
But Jim Ryan even said he thanks the fans for the support.
I mean, you thank the fans for buying it, yes.
Yeah, that's support.
Yeah, but the support that Sick was referring to was support that, like, this was some kind of unconditional support. Like, I'm just going to buy everything, and because I want to buy everything that's under PlayStation, you don't have a right to put it anywhere. It's still their product, and they're still giving you what you want with that particular quality. If it started to drop in quality because of all the places that this is what Black was saying, then that's a different story. But they're not obligated to keep it on one fucking device.
I agree with that too.
Just so you can argue on Twitter talking about we got the best place to play and play Metacritic all fucking day. That's a different type of there's different supports.
I agree with both sentiments. You know what I mean? Like I agree with Sick that buying the game is the only actual way you can show support to a dev or to a publisher. You know what I mean? And also, I agree that just because you've been buying this game for the last 10 years doesn't mean that they can't put the game somewhere else.
So
You know
let
what I
me
mean?
so let me
So
put it.
if a developer gets paid per download on Game Pass, and I download that game, that doesn't count as support either, right?
It does indirectly. It's the same thing I'm talking about. So like, here's the thing.
So yeah,
So here's the thing.
so there are
If this,
multiple ways
this
of
wait,
supporting
hold
the
on,
developer.
wait, hold on. It's many different types of support,
Yes, there is.
right?
Well, if you get paid per download, that's still monetary.
No, I know, and we're agreeing with that sentiment. The thing is, there's different types of support.
Yep.
The support that he's talking
Promoting
about,
it.
hold on, the support that he's talking about, that means that I don't like that you putting games out everywhere is a different type of support. That type of support is this: I'm helping you be who you are and make these games. It's a two-way. It's a two-way street. In order for you to buy something, it has to be of quality. If it isn't of quality, you would have dropped the shit like a rock. So it's not like you're buying the shit unconditionally, regardless if it's good or bad. You're buying it because they have a quality.
Yeah. You know what
I
their
think he
quality
was
is.
saying that though. I didn't. I think he's just saying that.
No. So what Sick does is he straddles the lines. Pause. Hey, fucking yo. He straddles the line, right?
Hey, straddle.
So he can't be wrong, is what he tries to do. But we all know the way that he operates on social media is that he prefers PlayStation. And he was upset about the games going on the PC. But when you ask the question to the fans, they don't have a real reason as to, like, a legitimate reason as to why not. You know what I mean? Oh, it's fucking up the PlayStation brand. How? How is it? How is it fucking up the brand? If it's putting it out on a PC, how is it? You're just upset that the arguments that you posed before that happened can't
No
be
longer
used
relevant.
anymore.
Yeah, no longer relevant.
So if he didn't say anything on his Twitter, because that's what I was going by based off of his history, if he didn't say anything on his Twitter and he was just like, okay, fine, whatever, it is what it is, I wouldn't have said what I've said, or at least not directly to him. But he said there was only one type of support. There's many different types of support. Just like there's many different types of love. That's all I'm saying.
I agree with both your sentiments. I think y'all was arguing like two different arguments at the same time.
No, I saw through that shit, yo. My Sharingan was on point. I saw what the fuck was happening. He wanted to be right with that situation.
Sick had Ben came around and said that he gave up on them putting games on PC and shit because they're just gonna do it. And Sick is the one.
He's really good at trolling people.
But was he not upset?
No, in the beginning, yeah, they all were upset.
That's what I'm saying.
But to be fair though, Josh, he does the same to me too as well when he fucks with me.
No, that's just like me. I'm sensitive as fuck, super sensitive. I get irritated very easily.
That's an understatement.
So that's something that is a part of my personality and my makeup. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong because I'm the same way too.
His personality and makeup is he has a particular way he wants to be portrayed, and he doesn't want that compromised in any type of way. And
he was also very sensitive.
So I can't hear you. Say again.
No, I'd say you know who's also sensitive?
Who?
Ponies.
Ponies? Oh god, here we go.
No. Fanboys are. Because you know what I noticed earlier? Damn, I'm all fucking off topic here. That's my fault. It's my fault.
Ponies are fanboys.
All fanboys is what I'm saying.
Your type of fanboys.
I'm talking actual equestrian, horses. You know what I mean?
Horses. Oh, shut your ass. See, that's the sick shit. Anyway, so
the actual horses.
The actual horses. No, they ain't. No, their temperament is chill. Just to let you know. I had an ex-girlfriend that was on the farm and she can ride horses.
Mm-hmm. But did she ride ponies though?
If she dated Josh, yeah.
That's a double.
If she wrote Josh, pause, and then
Josh.
I was a pony.
This is a pony.
It was a pony. Nay.
He was all things pony.
No, was it? That's a different. You can change your ways. Shit. So anyway, it's fine. It's a lot of people are coming to. I just don't want to see the argument online saying that. Shut up. Saying that. I don't want to see the argument online with all these fanboys talking about, oh, it's the best place to play. Where's Xbox games? Oh, ha ha ha! You did. And then when the games come out on the PC, then you want to cry about it. You know what I'm saying? I've been saying this. You get used to it. I've been saying that. Going on the topic, and I'm sorry. Me and Black, we were discussing this, and we didn't want to go too far into it because I want to hear his natural response to this, and that is PlayStation Store going to PC. And do you believe that's a viable option? So I'm gonna go to you, Mr. Jemiah, because you are entwined with the PC. You're entangled with PC and ponies. So, how would you feel? Like, is it viable to have the PlayStation Store on PC?
Honestly, unless you put every game day and date, I don't think it is. Like PC dudes are real fickle with where they get their games. Like most people be getting their games from like particular platforms for the last 15 years. So I doubt that they would want to start a whole new brand new store and a brand new launcher and all that shit again. You know what I mean? Like look at Epic. Like dudes don't mess with Epic. Like
No, but here's the
Epic tried
thing.
all this shit. They tried to buy games. They tried to make games exclusive. And people just ignored them shits. You know what I mean?
Well, because Epic doesn't have the games. So let me ask you this: if there were 100 games that was released in the past 2 years, right, and PlayStation got these 100 games first, and then PC got the 100 games a year later, would you think that would be detrimental and not worth making a store?
I just don't think that they can compete in the PC space.
I don't
Like
think they're
it's either
trying to. I don't think they want to compete. It's not about competition because I think that if they do make a store on the PC, it'd be exclusively their games. They
like I
have
said,
they make enough
Epic has,
games. They make enough games for that to work.
but Epic has all kind of games. Like they took Borderlands, I think they made it exclusive to the Epic Store for a little bit, whatever. Like it's not. I look at Microsoft. They tried to make a Microsoft Store, and PC niggas just like scoffed at it. You know what I mean?
Because
It's also
Microsoft
was
does it
bad
terrible.
quality.
Microsoft does everything terrible. So there's that.
I just don't think that them making a store on PC is the right move. You know what I mean? Like it's
Why?
just not gonna
Why? But
work.
why not? And I'm not combating you. I just want to know what would your reasoning be.
It's like I said, people are gonna prefer to get their games through Steam. They're gonna prefer to get their games through like Origin or something like that. Like they're not gonna want to just get the PlayStation app by itself and start a whole new library of games. You know what I mean? Especially
What
when you already have Days Gone, Horizon, Uncharted already on the Steam store. Like why would like you know what I mean? It doesn't make sense to start a whole new. I mean, some people might do it because it's just a launcher, but like most people are gonna feel like, nah, I'd rather just play with Steam.
What if there's incentive?
Like what?
I don't know. Whatever incentive.
Like I said, the only incentive I can
But
see will
yeah.
be day and date.
All right. Black said something earlier, and I'm gonna move on to Killer Tay. Black said something earlier about having trophies on there. But Killer Tay, do you think it's a viable option?
Um, I don't see what would be the problem with it. I'm pretty sure if they put their store in there, you're gonna get trophies through the store instead of getting the little fucking achievements on Steam, which would add to your trophies that are on your PlayStation. So, I mean, I don't see what's wrong with it. I don't see why there would be a problem with having the PS5, I mean, the PlayStation Store on PC.
So you game on PC as well, right?
Yeah, just certain games.
Do you have multiple launchers?
No, because the games that I play on PC, I usually just launch them through the Steam app, like fucking Warhammer 40K, uh, or any indie game that's coming on consoles
Mm-hmm.
later on. I usually try them out on PC first to see if I actually want to, you know, play them on consoles. If not, then it's just more cannon fodder to my Steam account.
Jesus.
What I want to
That's
say,
Yeah.
Josh, is though, like even if say if I buy a game like Rockstar, right? Rockstar has its own launcher, but I can still launch GTA 5 from Steam.
why
It'll
because
just
it's why
open the
because it
Rockstar launcher.
why because it's
Yeah.
available on two different launchers, or does it? How does it work?
The game every game developer has their own like launcher slash store type of shit. So like if I buy Far Cry 6 on Steam, it's gonna open Uplay before it plays the game. If I buy Mass Effect, I bought Mass Effect on Steam, but it opens it up through Origin, and also the game's in Origin, but it says Mass Effect, it says Steam on it, has a Steam logo. So like the game's Steam is just a store, right? So it just opens the launcher when you click on it, but it's all in a nice place. And also, any game you have, you can import it into Steam and then launch it from Steam, even though you didn't buy it through Steam. You get what I'm saying? So
Right.
people love that conveniency of having Steam, the Steam features, like Steam friends list, all that shit, and they can use that. So why would they want to start a whole new launcher? So I'm saying a whole new like interface shit when they already have Steam.
Well,
They can
notice
buy the game through the PlayStation Store and launch it through Steam. So I don't
well
I don't
notice
see
how
the
I say
point of
it.
opening a store.
Notice how I said the store and not like launcher. See, with the store, if they're just doing their own game, sort of like Origins, they have 100% of the profit. No sharing. So even if they don't sell as much, or even if it's not as much, they get
It's
more
still
of the
money
profit.
goes into their pocket.
No, I get what you're saying, but even Origin
Yeah.
and Epic, they both sell games that are not theirs. You know what
Well,
I mean?
even
Like,
But that's what I'm
yeah.
saying.
God's the same way too as well.
I'm
God's the
saying,
same way.
wait. So the what do you call it? CD Project Red. Do they sell anything else but their own?
Yeah, they sell everything. They sell
Yeah,
other games,
God.
shit like that. Yeah.
Good old
Okay.
games. They own that shit.
Oh yeah, that was before. So
It's the only reason why I'll never cut off fucking CD Projekt Red, no matter how shit their games are.
I'm saying only the store. I mean, only their games. They have enough of them. So what they?
Dun dun dun.
People might jump on it. I mean, I'm not saying that if Sony came out and said we're gonna put every game from PS4 into the store, I guarantee there'd be people who are interested into it. But what I'm saying is like for the hardcore purists and shit, they're not gonna want to fuck with a whole new fucking apparatus like that. You know what I mean? They'll probably buy the game and then download it into Steam. That's what I'm saying. Like people are real
I think that
in their
Sony. I
ways.
think that Sony wouldn't want to cannibalize that necessarily. Maybe they'll have more flexibility with pricing. I'm going to talk to Black on this one. The subject has been made bare, and you have had a lot of pushback to having PlayStation Store not being viable. Could you share your thoughts?
Not being viable. No, I said that. So if they do a store, it'd be good for them not to half-ass it, right? So I feel like they should apply the trophies. You should be able to log into your PlayStation Network account the same fashion that you're able to do so when you go to PlayStation.com. You're able to log into your account that easily. You can see your trophies. You can see your account history, what games you purchased and such. They should have this. They should be integrated with the launcher, with their own launcher. And I think that it'd be good for them because if they choose to do so, I know that Sony they don't want to pay no money to third parties, bro. So they don't want no middleman. So if they're gonna do this, they pull all their games from Steam. This is when they're ready, of course, right? They get the third party games in there, and then they offer the same thing that they offer on PlayStation Plus. They put the PlayStation Collection on there, and that gives people incentive to come in and use their launcher. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
I mean, we're just talking from a business perspective. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I want my trophies on PC. You know what I'm saying?
Black,
So
you just made the
it just
most
makes
fatal
sense.
error in your life, in your executive career.
You're
You just
talking
got
about
fired.
subscription, right? You're talking about subscriptions, right?
No, you said that you're gonna pull the games from Steam. That was your
Yeah.
first mistake. As soon as you do that, they're gonna turn on you immediately. They're gonna be like, "Fuck PlayStation, fuck your bullshit. How dare you pull these games from Steam?"
That's cool because those are the people who just want to this Steam fanboys like yourself. But I
I'm
understand
not
you.
a fanboy, bro. I got every launcher possible.
You just, oh,
I
man.
don't have one launcher. I have Epic, I have Origin, I have Uplay, I have Rockstar
But there are
launcher.
people on that launcher, as you said, that don't want to leave that launcher because that's where they want to be at. The same with me. I don't want to leave PlayStation Network. That's why I'm like, okay, they shouldn't have.
But
a
don't say
PlayStation
it such as
Network
yourself.
PC.
I'm not a fanboy. But also, when Epic made exclusive games, that was the biggest rah-rah. Like that became a huge argument, and many people turned against Epic, and Epic never recovered from that.
That's cool. Epic doesn't have the same IP that PlayStation does either.
That's why I keep
They don't have
saying.
the same IP. They
That's
have
why I
to
keep
buy
saying.
people
Epic
parties
Store
to
doesn't just sell their own IP though. Like they sell other games.
I
Like
know
you know what I mean.
that's the point that we're trying to
And
make. Their
my point is,
IPs.
though, is you think that Sony's IP somehow are um have more weight than games that are already on PC. Like you guys keep saying that. I'm telling you guys straight up, these people do not care about these games. If
Yet.
When Uncharted comes to fucking PC, I guarantee you it won't do over 2 million. Like it won't. It just won't.
So Jemiah, this is where you just
Sony cares about.
this is what you
Sony,
did.
the same reason why they're putting their games on PC is the same. They want to put their games on PC because they want the extra money. If they put in those games on PC, they need to have an incentive for people to come in and buy those games on their launcher. It don't make no sense for them to offer it on Steam and then they paying them out 30%. That don't make no damn sense.
You makes sense, but Microsoft tried the same shit. That's what I'm saying. That people already have tried this, bro. Like people have tried this. It doesn't work.
No one is in the same position as PlayStation.
Like even Rockstar started to put their games back on Steam. Even the Activision Call of Duty had to put their games on Steam. You cannot avoid Steam. That's what I'm saying. It's like it's like the Mafia, bro. Every end of the month you gotta pay them dues, bro.
Wait.
You're absolutely right there, Jemiah. But at the same time, somebody like myself, dude, man, I like being on a lot of different clients, dude. I have Epic, GOG, fucking Steam, everything on here on my laptop.
Dude, too, but I'm saying for like the majority of people just prefer having Steam.
Yeah, the majority of people, yeah. Because Steam is what brought it in first, man, right from the get go, dude.
Here's the thing: it seems like this is what I'm trying to explain to you. One, you just jumped off the cliff on that, talking about how Steam. Or Sony IPs, don't matter if it's not special or whatever the case is. I beg to differ. Not to say that they're quality, but to say that they are the only ones that are doing those type of games. There's not many cinematic type games with heavy storylines. Is what I'm saying.
What about all the third-party games? Like, what happened to every third-party game that's not...
Which ones other than Grand Theft Auto and Assassin's Creed? Which other ones?
Third-party game, Mafia, any third-party game. What are you talking about? There's tons of third-party games.
Okay, so but here, hold on, wait, hold on. You sit there and say, and I said there's not many, and you said, oh, there's other ones. Are they plentiful in number or not?
Yes.
Any single third-party game, yes. I don't understand.
I feel like the
Far
PlayStation
Cry 6 is on
away from the console gaming.
Yo,
what's going on, Mike?
Fucking Jemiah, Spec Ops: The Line, dude. That's another goddamn prime
How
example.
long ago was
there,
that? That was fucking in 1994 when that game came out.
Oh,
Spec Ops?
That was 360 and PS3 generation.
That was not.
I know
it
was
a prime example of a game that has an amazing story, dude.
No, I know it was exaggeration.
Like people think that fucking Sony is like the only company that makes good fucking cinematic story driven games.
But here's the thing. Hold on, Fado. There is a certain quality level to these ones. You can't deny it.
Yeah, from a graphical perspective and animation perspective, yes. But from a story perspective, dude, man, trust me when I tell you, dude, man, there's way better stories out there.
Then where? Which ones?
No, I'm not saying better.
No, you can't make a blink. You can't make a blanket statement and say way better stories without backing it up. So which one?
System Shock 2, for example. That's first person though.
How long ago was that?
That's first person. So
how long ago was that?
That was a long time ago.
Okay.
But still, like my point still stands on the aspect of games.
Something recently.
Isn't that completely fucking opinionated though?
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
It's wait. So you're telling me that that Sony is the only company that can make fucking top quality cinematic experiences?
See, why does the fanboys have to jump off the cliff again? Who said that? Who said this?
Nobody is. I'm asking a question.
Yeah, but you say that's like saying this. I think that if there's a couple, that the guy should have a say in whether the woman keeps the kid. You're like, well, you told me if she gets raped. That's not the part of the conversation. The situation.
It's Assassin's Creed fucking Valhalla. There's plenty of games that come out every year.
Are they any good story wise?
That's subjective. Like I like
Are
the
they?
Assassin's
No,
Creed.
no.
Thank you.
So,
That's my fucking point, man.
so you're saying it's subjective. You say, wait, hold on, wait. You say,
Hold on.
I'm going straight to you,
Hold
Josh.
on.
You don't like the Last of Us 2 story, but that's Heralded as one of the best stories ever. So
Yeah,
there you
but
go.
how many
no,
awards that shit
Stop,
won?
stop.
I don't
Did you?
understand what third party
Wait.
has to do with this. To tell the truth,
That's what I'm trying to
we
figure out.
talking about PlayStation exclusives.
And
We're
their
not
type
talking
of
about third
no,
party.
but
If they want to play third party games, take their ass back to Steam. But if they want PlayStation games, if PlayStation is smart and they want to get the full cut of their money, they want to play those games. And it's only a few people on that's in the PC space that are interested in those cinematic games.
But yeah,
Like you said,
Hold on.
if they want
to
I mean,
answer your
PlayStation,
question,
they
Josh,
have to go to
hold
to
on.
make
PlayStation
question.
Hold
Network.
on. Hold on. Are y'all arguing the fact that if PlayStation put these games on PC, it's going to hinder whether PlayStation still survives as a console
no,
space?
Wait, hold on,
This
wait a minute,
is not what we're
hold
saying.
on. That's what I'm saying. Y'all just making all sorts of arguments based off of. I'm saying one thing,
That's what I'm trying to
and
figure out where the argument is.
the
That's why I
argument
asked.
is running across saying third party and this and that. No one, I'm saying something specific.
Josh, you got to relax.
You're talking about the store,
I
right?
will not. No.
He got. That's why he got that green screen up. He got grandma porn in the background on pause. He ready.
So I
Only
didn't
the
know.
best of the best.
Notice
Oh yeah,
I didn't
you know what,
deny it.
Josh? Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Notice-
Let's just get back on
notice-
topic.
notice
Grandma
I
took
didn't
out
deny
the
it.
dentist. I
We're
paused
drifting off
in
into
the
other
right
shit.
spot.
Notice
We're
how I
drifting
didn't.
off into other shit.
Notice how I didn't deny it though, right? No, but here's the
Yeah.
thing. Here's the thing, right?
You see how he looked back when I said that though?
He's a grandma fucker.
He's like, can they see it?
Huh? What?
Grandma
Shit.
fucker.
Ah, shit. So here's the thing, right? Every single time, Jemiah, you default to this pony. I can have a
Oh,
regular
yeah.
conversation with you.
What are you talking about?
I
Cocaine,
said
cocaine.
something very cocaine. I said something very specific. You said that, and you made a good point. Up until you start getting into some fanboy shit, you made a point about Steam. No one said to take the games off of Steam, though. No one
Black
said that.
said. Black said that.
Oh, did he?
I said to take the PlayStation games off of Steam.
Yeah, that's your first fatal
I didn't
error
know.
right there.
No, but
I didn't hear all
thinking.
that.
I'm not a businessman. I'm not in the business
Stop
of
looking
something
at your phone, Josh.
want to pay. They don't. Ultimately, that probably would be their goal, right? That's probably
No.
something that you roll out slowly. Why not? Hell yes.
No.
Why wouldn't you?
No.
why would they do
My
that?
folly. Wait. Damn. Hold up.
That's that. No, somebody explain that shit to me. Why the hell would I want to pay Josh to give something to Jemiah? Why the hell would I want to do that?
I'll explain it. But hold on, because I'm trying to keep this topic on where it's supposed to go.
Because you can't find what Jemiah is putting his stuff on.
Nah, they're gonna know that the games are there. That's what advertisements there for.
There are
Yeah,
but
majority of people right now.
You're giving them
Majority of
the
people right but listen though. The majority of people right now can't get a PS5.
right.
So this is their alternative in order for them to play the game. Because most of these motherfuckers that can't get a PS5, they got a fucking gaming PC. So by
Right.
putting their store on a fucking PC, it makes total sense why they're doing this.
I'm in agreement with that.
all right, well, hold on. The other thing I want to mention too, what Jemiah was saying, is that you act like there ain't no story driven games on PC. So I wanted to ask you, Cyberpunk, Grand Theft, The Witcher, anything else recent?
You have every other third party game that came out. You have fucking Diablo 2 Resurrected just came back out. Games
Tales of
like
Arise.
Tales of Arise, yeah.
Tales of Arise, games like Three Kingdoms. You know,
Okay.
there's all types of games
So
that
when
have good stories.
so let me ask you another question.
Flight Simulator.
I'm sorry, hold on for a minute. I'm sorry, hold on. All right, so hire, what's going on? And then you have Half-Life. Okay.
Oh yeah, definitely Half-Life. Yeah.
When you so
mostly
it's
VR,
so let me ask you a question, right? Which one is better, Final Fantasy or Grand Theft Auto?
Neither.
To me,
Which Final Fantasy,
or
though?
to what?
To you.
Which Final Fantasy though are you talking about?
If I had to pick between like GTA 5 or Final Fantasy 7 remake, I would probably pick GTA 5
Okay, why is
Good
that?
pick. Good
because
pick.
I just love Grand Theft Auto since Grand Theft Auto fucking like since the top down. Like I love that game. Like I love the stories you have in it, the missions,
Now
everything's just so good.
I'm a swerve from this really quickly and go to this. Did you see the Venom movie?
Yeah, I saw it.
What'd you think of it?
I thought it was good. I thought it was good.
Did you
Like
see
a
the
B plus.
Did you see the reviews?
No, I didn't look at any reviews.
Okay, when you look at a review, people are looking for how a story is paced and things of that nature, and those things will hinder a story. So some things regarding art or story isn't that subjective, just like the
Well,
games.
I hate the word pacing. I honestly do. Like that shit makes no sense to me. Like
I take your feelings out of that one because I'm using the real word, the real meaning for
you
pacing.
can no, you can use whatever the critics want to say. Like,
No,
oh,
no,
this movie.
I'm not talking about pacing because they didn't say anything about pacing that
Well,
I'm
you
aware of.
said pacing though.
No, I said pacing. I'm just saying that as a blanketed statement about pacing, which is one of the reasons why I didn't like The Last of Us. Hotshot says here that's a money move if they actually take games off of Steam. He said if they were smart, they would do it. Now, I just want to read that. The reason why I say this is this. Now, I'm going to go back to the statement that I had before. Is Final Fantasy and Grand Theft Auto different?
They're completely different games.
Okay, all right. So why does that logic apply to Sony games, story-driven games versus third-party games?
What logic?
That logic of saying that is there other story-driven games on the console or on the PC? Why does that not? Why can't that apply for Sony or that this story that I was saying?
I'm confused on your question.
You mentioned that PlayStation's games are a dime a dozen, basically. We already have those games on PC. That's what you were
No,
saying, right?
what I'm saying is
But what,
the IPs themselves are highly sought after. Like people are killing themselves to get these games on PC. If they really want them, they just buy a console.
okay. So my argument is this, right? You're saying that if they really wanted the game, they'll buy a console. What if they can't buy a console?
Then
If
you're
they won't
fucked.
play the games.
So again, I want to tackle this thing. You said that their games, there's already third-party games that's doing what Sony is doing. Is that right or wrong?
I said there's third party games that people like that are already on PC.
All right. So
I
what does
didn't
that
say
have? What
that
does
they're
that
doing
have
the same thing
anything?
as
What does that
Sony.
have to do with? What does that have to do with Sony games?
It does have nothing. My thing is, Josh, is like
No, I'm just asking.
people. No,
What
my
does that
thing
have
is
anything to do with the
because
Sony games?
people bought PCs to play these type of games. They didn't say, "Damn, I can't get fucking Uncharted. I'm not gonna buy a PC." They said, "I know I can't get Uncharted, and I'm still gonna buy a PC." That's my whole point of this whole thing is people buy PC for third party games and also those niche games that are only on PC, like a Baldur's
Baldur's
Gate 3
Gate.
But
coming out
you say
only
all
on PC.
you say all those words and didn't answer my question.
What's your question?
What does that have anything to do with PlayStation games? That the fact that there's PC story driven games.
What
What
I'm
does that have
saying
to do
is
with play? I know, but I'm just
story-driven
saying,
games.
does it have anything to do with
It has
PlayStation games?
nothing.
When you
No,
say
there's
story-driven
no.
games, they're not just over the shoulder third-person perspective. They have isometric games that are story-driven.
not all Sony games are
Every
third party.
genre, but every genre has story-driven games. That's what I'm
I
saying
know,
is
but you're
these Sony
saying
games are special where they carry some more weight than other games.
no one said that they carry more weight than other games. No one said that.
You keep saying, what are these games doing better than Sony
I
games?
didn't say that either.
Do you just not say that?
I said, what does it have to do? You're saying, I'm saying that what Sony's bringing to the table is what Sony's bringing to the table. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
What I'm saying that whatever they're bringing to the table is not strong enough to fucking to create their own store based off of and pull people away from Steam and other platforms. That's
They're
what I'm.
not
That's what I'm
the
saying.
goal here is not the. This is what I'm saying they're not trying to pull games off of Steam. They are not in competition with Steam.
If you open a store on PC, you're in competition with Steam. What are you talking about?
You're not. You don't have to be in competition because Steam doesn't rule PC. I mean, it's the only thing there, but it don't rule it.
There's plenty of clients. What I'm saying is Steam is the premier client, right? You know what I mean?
Premier,
Like,
Is it?
yes, correct.
it's like say like you have like what's like a fucking thing like you have like a limo service, right? Like you have like Uber Black, right? Like they come up with the fucking Escalades and shit, all decked out and shit. Or you get a regular nigga with an Uber and a Camry. You know what I mean?
My whole
There's
thing is this: when you go
there's
to
different.
this, because there's platformers on PlayStation, right? We have platformers. If Tearaway is a whole bunch of other shit that Sony makes directly. Nintendo also make platformers as well, but people go to
Yeah.
Nintendo for theirs because they like their flavor, they like their style. There's burgers all over the fucking place, but McDonald's is there, so is fucking Whataburger, what else, all those other things. Yeah, they are in competition in an indirect form, but what if Sony is just trying to get their games to more people and that's it? Not to take
That's
Steam
all they're
away.
doing. That's all they're
just
fucking doing, Josh.
a lot of strength
There's gonna be
behind.
no storefront, dude. Like even fuck, you can go
Yeah.
on their actual
No,
PlayStation official
but
website.
Jeremiah is saying that they're in competition, that you're trying to take Steam away. There's no, at least I didn't say that shit.
No, they're just releasing their games fucking for people that want to play a good quality fucking story driven narrative game.
The argument is if putting the
Nothing
game
wrong
on
with
PC,
that.
the argument is if they're going to put a game on PC, is it a good idea or a bad idea? Yeah, that's the argument.
No, it's not a bad. Even Sean Layden said in fucking Jay Barry's podcast the other day that there's no downside for fucking Sony taking their older IPs and putting them on PC. There's no downside to it.
Jeremiah's like, it ain't good enough to put on. They can't have their own storefront. That shit whack.
Can I chime in for a second?
I agree with gonna be saying that, but again,
No,
the
because
PC
I agree
gamer's not looking at it from
with
that
Black,
perspective,
right?
though.
I agree with Black that for Sony to make a store, their whole move has to be we only put these games in our store. That has to be the move. Otherwise, what's the fucking point? That's what I'm saying. And at that point, when you say these games are no longer available on Steam, a lot of fanboys are gonna feel
There we
particular types
go
of
with the
ways.
fanboy shit, and I'm not talking about fanboys.
But the thing is, Josh, is the
Business.
whole. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. The whole entire point of PC is being a open platform. That's the whole purpose. That's the whole point. That's the whole fucking basis of PC. Once you take that away, like what Epic tried to do, you will get fucking thrashed. You will get fucking ran out of the fucking platform.
Again, my whole thing is this: I'm not talking about Epic. I'm just talking about putting their games on PC. That's the end of that. That's the end of where it's going.
There's nothing wrong.
Conversation. Can Sony put the store on PC? Yes. Who cares? Good job. Great job.
But the thing is, they'll definitely release their IPs on
But
multiple.
here's the thing. Here's the thing.
So.
How?
They already have.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. How is the question? Okay. And for people that are on PlayStation, how would it affect them if they put the store out on PC?
It doesn't.
Well, are you sure?
How does it affect them?
I don't know. Are you sure about that comment?
Positive.
Well, didn't you just talk about competition there, Jemiah?
All right.
No, he says how does it affect people on PlayStation? It doesn't affect them. If Sony put a store on PC and you only play on PlayStation, how does it affect you? It doesn't affect you.
Yeah,
Except for maybe your feelings.
Only way it'll affect them if the games just go to PC and don't come to PlayStation.
Oh yeah. That's an entirely different fucking argument.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's the only
That's
way
not going to
it'll
happen,
affect them.
though. That's not going to happen.
Yo, Black, where you at, man?
And to be
I'm letting y'all get your shit off, dog. You know,
Black, get your shit off.
Pause. Oh shit. Hey. So I disagree with your statement. Correct me if I misquote you. You said that their IP aren't strong enough for their own store. I feel like if I came to you and I pitched to you, hey man, listen, you say you're an Xbox gamer, for instance, and you happen to own a PC. You one of them niggas who's like, oh, I'm not an Xbox gamer anymore. I'm PC Master Race. One of them fake ass niggas, right? So I pitched to you, hey, look, you ain't gotta buy PlayStation 5 anymore. I know they hard to get, bruh. You can play Miles Morales right now. All you gotta do is download this launcher. You can't get this launcher anywhere else, and you can't play it on Steam. That's the caveat. You ain't gonna say, you know what? Fuck that PlayStation 5. I'm gonna go get this. I'm gonna go play Miles Morales. All I gotta do is download this app and maybe sign on to a subscription or just pay the 60 or 50, whatever they asking for, and you can play Miles Morales without a PlayStation 5. I think that's amazing. I think that's a wonderful pitch. And I think that's what they need to do. If they plan on moving to PC, that's the move that they need to make.
How you say?
That's what I'm coming from.
So a Game Pass situation then.
I agree with that though.
But wait. Hold on. Black. Say that one more time. You said that in a nutshell. They should.
So if they're pitch they're say I want to get the gamer. There's a niche amount of gamers, right, that are from console and they bought PCs. And there's even some people in the PC space that might want to try out these PlayStation games. We're like, fuck it, I'm not gonna invest $500 into a piece of shit hardware. That's how they feel about it, right? It's not that great. They got $2,000, $3,000 PCs,
Ugh.
but they still want to play these games. There's gonna be people in that base that still want to try those games out. So instead of you saying, "Hey, you got to buy this fucking console to play our shit," okay, you can't go on Steam anymore, right? But if you download our launcher, you can play Miles Morales Spider-Man. Spider-Man is a huge IP. Everybody wants to play Spider-Man. It's a lot of people that want to play Spider-Man, bro. And we've seen people who go out and buy PlayStations that are PC dudes, real PC dudes, not the Xbox dudes or the PlayStation, but that go out and get this shit because, hey, oh my God, they're releasing Demon Souls again.
Xbox
I want
did too.
to try the game. You see all the time
I
people
know
say that they never played on PlayStation and they bought a PlayStation 5.
I know
That's
an
just
Xbox.
real.
Essentially, what you just described is literally a
It's fucking
PlayStation
huge,
fucking Game
bro.
Pass.
It's
Bro.
huge for them.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Game Pass has a
Dude.
subscription model to it.
It is a subscription model too as well, but I have to fucking use their client in order to download their shit.
Yeah, but no. That's
PlayStation
not the same at all.
PlayStation Now exists right now on PC though.
It does, yeah, with limitations of only being streaming only.
Well,
Eventually, they can change
right
that,
now.
modify it, and release the downloads for it too as well for the PC versions.
Mm-hmm.
So
Boom.
here's the thing.
Game Pass is born on PlayStation.
No, Jesus Christ. Here, the thing is, right, is that the reason why it didn't work for Microsoft is because they don't fucking got games that's compelling enough. And even if they did, they don't have enough of them. They have an Airplay game that's really successful. Halo that they fucked up on their own. You got Forza that's doing pretty well.
Sony never fucking makes on their end because you guys have no clue what the fuck those
I
games are.
don't care about the genre. I'm talking about the quantity of games, the support having a launcher.
Those
That's what I'm saying.
genres, though,
What I'm
is
saying,
trying to
Josh,
say to
is
you.
I agree with you. They can have a launcher all they want. Cool, nobody cares. But what I'm saying is, EA tried that shit. They had to put their games back on Steam. Activision tried that shit. They had to put their games back on Steam. Fucking who else tried that shit? A lot of companies have tried to cut out Steam, and guess what happened? At the end of the day, they had to come back and put their games back on Steam, bro. That's what I'm telling you. Whatever you think is irrelevant. Steam is the gatekeeper when it comes to PC. They the big boss, bro. You know what I mean? They run that shit. It doesn't matter what people think or whatever the fuck. If you don't put your games on Steam, the shits will not probably do well on PC. Unless it's a fucking crazy outlier. You know what I mean? Does Sony have the IP to do it? Maybe for people who are console players who claim the PC, but for hardcore PC people who play Dota and shit all day and CS:GO and they don't play any goddamn third-person cinematic game at all or any game period, they're not gonna go to your store and buy your games, bro. Like
That
I'm telling you this
so
right now.
that is so short
They're not
sighted.
gonna buy it on Steam either. Those are the same people who are gonna buy the game on Steam.
How is that short-sighted though?
I'm gonna explain it, but
Origin tried it, EA tried it, fucking a lot of companies tried to say you played. They tried it.
Okay, so Origins, their games are copy and paste in terms of the type of games that they make, and their quality has dropped.
But we're not talking about quality though.
No, we are.
But this is where I go back to. You think Sony has these quality games that are so superior that people are just
Why you gotta use hyperbole,
bro? Then why you keep saying? But then why you said the games aren't quality? Then why would you bring up quality if you're not trying to insinuate that they have quality games?
No,
Don't stop playing me,
I
God.
said, hold on, wait a minute. I said that EA's quality has dropped. That is across the board what people think about them shits. I'm just going based off of you.
Why is FIFA like the number one game then?
Huh?
Then why are people buying FIFA fucking like that shit's the last fucking game on the show?
There's no real big soccer. That's a soccer game. What are you talking about?
That's the only soccer game that's worth getting.
The other one is so low in quality. The other ones, I will show you pictures of these raggedy ass soccer games that's out there.
So they have better quality than the industry standard.
It's the highest quality of a soccer game that you can get.
Then why did Capcom say that they're gonna focus on PC?
I don't know why they said that shit because the numbers don't support that comment. I don't know.
And I doubt they're gonna open their own store just to put their games on PC.
Everybody's doing it. And that's one of my things. Maybe they will. Maybe they will. I don't know. What the way that they're moving, yeah. But to answer your question about what's superior or not, I'm just saying I'm not talking about Metacritic. I'm talking about across the board. They're like for EA. Their IPs has been dropping in sales. You know what I mean? Especially like the Battlefield. They had to jump up on that quality again or do something new. Same thing with Ubisoft. Ubisoft was dropping in quality as well. Like Watch Dogs Legion did terrible. You know what I mean? And they have to step up their game in terms of the quality. You can't deny that like what Sony's putting out isn't something that has some quality to it and has some kind of worth. You're just saying you just undermining that whole fucking shit, but yet you playing Spider-Man and Horizon Zero Dawn.
I like those two
But they're
games, but
worth to the
other
individual
people.
consumer,
But
though.
my thing is though, is like okay, Horizon Zero Dawn. A lot of people on PlayStation shitted on that game. You know what I mean? Out of 100, almost 120 million PS4 owners, only what 20 million bought the game. So that's 100 million people who have access to
That
that game
real,
who don't feel it's good enough or whatever the reason they have, they don't want to play that game.
but
You know what I
realize,
mean?
but realize and
So what I'm saying
recognize.
is, just because we think the game is good or whatever, doesn't mean that the majority of people on another platform are gonna gravitate to that game.
But
Horizon came out
but
on PC, right?
but
Valheim outsold Horizon Zero Dawn on PC by a
hold on,
lot.
wait, hold on, because you make an interesting point, right? How well did the IPs that Sony had on PS3 sell on PS3?
Nothing like
No
they were
clue.
selling on the
I never
PS4.
had a PS3. I have no clue.
You never had a PS3. Okay. So their games on the PS3, the highest that they have sold, and this is life to date, was like 5 million before it came to The Last of Us. That was the only big one other than Gran Turismo that sold well. Everything else was 2 million. Everything else was 2 million. The Uncharted did the 5 million per game. You know, Killzone did 2 million. Everything else was either a million or 2 million. You know why? Because Sony wasn't known to make their own games. They just weren't. They build that reputation over time, and PC actually don't know of their games, really.
What?
We mean what? They haven't played it. They haven't played it. Prior to, they haven't played it on the PC, is what I'm saying. So it's a new thing for them. At least the way that Sony is handling it. That's all I'm saying.
Well,
Sony's,
yeah, I agree.
so that's all I'm saying. It's not like it's impossible for their reputation to grow on PC eventually.
Yeah, they will.
You act like people on PC don't have TVs and shit, like yeah, YouTube. Like they can see the games. Because I was for the whole last gen, or not the last gen. What was that? Like the Xbox 360 gen and the PS3 gen. I didn't have any console at all. I just strictly played WoW, shit like that. You know what I mean? I was loving fucking Dragon Age, fucking all these types of games, Mass Effects and shit. You know what I mean? I was enjoying my life. I didn't even fucking think about console shit until one day I happened to see Horizon Zero Dawn. And I was just like, yo, I'll be getting the PS4. And that was it. You know what I mean?
So you said that you were going to get a PS4, right? Okay, cool. You said you act like they don't have a T. That's does that? Who's that? The fuck's that? That was a car or something. I don't know what it was. But anyway, you act like um, people on PC is like you. You started off on consoles and shit anyway. What about people that just exclusively have PC? I know people like that. Not everybody had a
People like
console that
I know
started
people
off.
who are exclusively PC, and my boy said when Uncharted 4 first came out, he was like, "Yeah, that would be the only game that I would get a console for." But guess what? He never got a console for it.
That's how it
I
usually
mean,
works. That's how it usually works. The same thing happened with the PS3 when Uncharted 2 came out and they got all those rave reviews and everybody was liking it. Oh, I'm thinking about getting that. They never got it. They found some complaint. Oh, ain't that much blood. When Killzone came out and they said it was good looking and they said it played well. Oh, maybe. Oh, it's not running at 60 frames. It was always an excuse because they didn't have the reputation that they do now, and that's what it looks like Sony is doing. My question for this is how would they do it? Really is why I posed the question. And you guys are mentioning that. So what's going on, illogical? I'm sorry, my bad. I got caught up in the moment. The question here is how would they do it? They want to take shit away from Steam, and I don't think I don't think that they would. I think anything is supplemental. You guys don't seem to understand, or at least put too much thought into how these companies work. People have iPhones, right? iPhones fucking are borrowing Samsung screens and Samsung memory and Sony cameras. You act like you act like it will behoove them to not cut them out, Samsung. So there's a balance. There's also the app stores and shit like that has to be on different platforms, and there's exclusivity or exclusive pieces to the app. You know what I'm saying? For different platforms, they've done that shit before too. I'm in the camp of saying that they may have some incentives, either trophies or maybe they'll have like these weekly sales that may undercut, Steam, but for a temporary or maybe
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just brainstorming. I don't know what they could do, but I don't think they're going to cut it away from Steam. Black, what would you got to say about that?
I mean, yeah, I mean, it could work both ways, but I'm just thinking from a business perspective. You don't never want to be pushing out money if you don't have to. So I would think that would be their ultimate goal. It might not be. I'm just it's just all for my opinion, of course. I don't work for Sony. None of us do.
So,
But
so
it could go either way. It could go either way. But they do want to maximize their profits. That's the whole reason why they're going on Steam in the first place.
Yeah, and what's wrong with Sony making more money on the side too as well? It's just going to help make better games than always in the fucking force.
And that's what I think that they're going to do, Fatal. I think that they're going to try to make money on the side because guess what? If you live on the East Coast or have Comcast as a company, they have a cell phone service, right? And that cell phone service uses the towers of their competition. It would behoove them not to cut them out.
I agree.
For Verizon to allow that to work, their fan base was already there for Verizon Wireless. They were already there, right? So anything that Xfinity or Comcast is giving them is supplementary. People are going to stay on Verizon for whatever reason. They're going to stay there for whatever proprietary stuff that they have to offer. They're going to stay there. And they've been doing weird things too, like, what do you call it? The trials, game trials, or PlayStation Plus, and who knows what they can add in there to sweeten the pot for you to use their store and maybe have who knows. But that's what I believe the direction of where things are going for them.
And if I may, Josh, just to kind of piggyback on what you said a couple seconds ago there, fucking like one key important ingredient too as well that a lot of people need to realize, man, is that budgets are going up, not down. When it comes
I was reading that online too. People were like, "Why did Sony raise the price?" Bitch, everybody raised the price.
Because like you want like fucking top notch, high quality AAA experiences, man. Fucking you're gonna have to get with the times, man. Like if you still want that fucking polish and finesse that Sony is great at doing, then you're gonna need the fucking because those budgets are going up. So them making extra money on the side, man, is actually helping them. Put aside your fucking feelings, bro. It's a console, not a fucking wife.
That's why people are acting like they're fucking married to this company and shit like that.
Yeah,
how you gonna cheat on me like that? How?
Nah, bro, fuck that. I'll go like if a game comes out and if I can get access to it and I have a console and I can fucking get it dirt cheap, man, I'm gonna get it for that console, man. I'm not gonna sit there and fucking, oh man, I'm gonna build myself a PC now and go over there and play Horizon.
You mentioned that too, Jemiah.
You shit and you never play it again.
Jemiah, you mentioned this too on that Spaces, where you were like, yo, people are really gonna just drop their fucking console because of this shit. I mean, I know Umar, he is not he's not for this shit at all. I mean, it's inevitable, but he knows it's inevitable, but he ain't for that bullshit. He ain't for it.
Yo, people tell me every day how trash PC is and pirates and fucking hackers and all this dumb shit every single day. But as soon as Sony was like, we're gonna put games on PC, niggas was like, I'm gonna sell my console, bro. You can't keep doing this to me, bro. You just gotta come out and say it, man. If you're gonna do it, just say it, bro.
But see, what breaks that foundation, Jemiah, though, is the fact that like what made them fucking go now when they could have done it when they're like, well, all third party games are on PC.
Bro, if you're a grown ass man, you're in your 30s.
Most of these niggas are in their 30s.
Why haven't you bought a PC yet? I don't understand this magical this one game out of all games, this Lord
I'll
of
be
the
back,
Rings
guys. Hold
shit,
on for a minute.
the one game to rule them all.
One ring to rule. Yeah, exactly.
It's finally gonna make me get a PC. Like you had 30 plus years to get a PC. Nobody was stopping you before, but all of a sudden, Sony starts putting games on PC, and all of a sudden, you have to become a PC MR nigga. Like I don't buy it, bro. Like this PC shit is hard, bro. Like right now, I still can't get a 3090 for fucking under 3,000. You know what I mean? Like the fucking parts are all fucked up. Intel is about to drop a whole new goddamn gen this fucking coming out next year and this fall. So it's like this PC life ain't for everybody, bro. Like this shit is real
No.
difficult. You know what I mean? You
Yo,
gotta know
that's
how
what I'm
to
saying.
troubleshoot your own shit. You gotta be able to read, which is hard for a lot of people. So like,
Yeah,
I'm
that
just
seems
saying.
really hard for a lot of
you're absolutely right there, Jemiah, too, as well. And I've been telling motherfuckers this for the longest time, dude, that not everyone's going to sit there and drop their fucking console experience to go to a PC, and vice versa wise.
Like
You
there's
know what I mean?
sometimes
Like,
there's some games that are
people
on
don't
both
want to accept
platforms,
that notion.
and I'll buy them only on PS5 because I want to have a fucking streamlined
Yeah, dude.
experience, and I want to
Yeah,
play
man.
with other people on PS5. Like,
I bought fucking Disco Elysium on PS4, but I bought it on PC first when I got this laptop, and then I bought it on PlayStation 4 so I can stream the motherfucker. And it's coming to Game Pass there fucking when it drops there fucking next month. And fucking I could have waited for that, but I'm not going to.
People on the council shouldn't feel threatened about the move to PC, bro. It's like you don't have to go to PC, my nigga. Stay your ass where you at if that's where you're comfortable.
Exactly.
That was always the $1 million question. Like, why does it affect people so much? Why?
Because they get too
their
personal,
whole identity.
personal with their feelings in this console war shit,
that's,
bro.
That's like when fucking Microsoft started putting their fucking shit on PC, and motherfuckers used to ask me, "Oh, what are you gonna do now? Your game's on PC."
Yeah,
your game's on PC. I was like, I'm gonna still play that bitch on console. That shit don't affect me, motherfucker.
Yep.
What are you talking about? Why
I
are you
don't
asking
want.
me this retarded ass question?
Me personally, I don't want to fucking deal with no drivers and shit. You already know. I went to that hotel.
Yeah.
My shit got fucked up.
He was looking at Abby porn, but then he can't blame the fucking computer though.
That grandma porn,
bro.
Gotcha.
Poor Josh.
He was watching Abby stretch dudes out Amazon style and shit.
Excuse me?
But Josh, you're absolutely right, dude, man. Like me personally, I have my own reasons why, my own gripes, man. And plus, I really can't.
Dragon, what's going on?
Man, when it comes to PC, but that's why I prefer consoles.
Hold on for a minute, guys. Hold on. Okay, so we're going to start off the second topic. Give me one.
Why you
second
grabbing a pillow, nigga?
Huh? Oh no, it's a I'm moving it out the way. That's all.
Nigga, like 1 second, guys. Nigga grabbing a pillow in the background.
I got to make sure I cover this granny nipple.
Okay, yeah, I gotta cover up the granny porn that I got.
Hold up, guys.
Damn, they say you put a pillow between his legs. Damn.
Nigga Josh short ass sitting on a bunch of pillows.
Yo, Jemiah, I'm still fucking salty about fucking the cancellation of System Shock 3, bro.
No, I'm just
really salty about that.
All right, so you just in time, Dragon Sword. You're just in time for the next topic. We're gonna talk about, and again, this podcast. I gotta shorten this shit for the day, but one of the things I wanted to talk about is the strength. Last week we were just fucking blasting Nintendo about how shitty their games are. But what exactly does Nintendo bring to the table is my question to you guys. What are they bringing to the table? Actually, what does Microsoft bring to the table? And that's not a negative thing. I'm just curious as to what you guys think, Nintendo is bringing to the table. So we have this Nintendo connoisseur here, Dragon Sword. Go on, man. What would you like to say that you didn't say last week?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Say, I think one person mentioned what do they have to offer, as far as gets in a way kind of ambition and all that. And if anyone would like to screen share, I put in a few links on a certain game.
You mentioned that Nintendo was bringing things to the table. You mentioned a couple of games. Some of these games are not Nintendo. So there's that. So what games are you referring to? That's big stuff.
Actually, one of them is from Nintendo and exclusively been from Nintendo and from Nintendo developers. First
Okay.
game I'm referring to is Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Is that a Nintendo game? Is that Nintendo makes that?
Yeah, Molosoft, Nintendo developer,
Okay.
and published by Nintendo. Um, you can go look it up.
What's the name of that game?
Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Okay. And what is unique about this game?
Oh, it is an open world JRPG, and not only that, it also includes a mech sort of mechs in game. So yes, you can fly around with the mechs in the big open world in which there's 5 distinct biomes,
Okay.
and they are also using combat as well, and their combat is kind of different. In terms of movesets.
So you got combat. Okay. Move sets. All right. What else you got? But what is it doing to push the industry forward? Is my question, I guess.
The open world, I'd say, especially at the time, in terms of, I guess one would be the draw distance, or rather, you see things far enough, you can actually reach it. Was pretty big at the time, and also being able to like fly on higher altitude locations as well. Yeah.
Okay.
Next.
Okay, so Khalib says this. I like the simplicity of the console over he's talking about the last conversation over the PC, which is valid. So you said a lot in the Discord, man. I'm waiting for you to explain to me what they're doing that's pushing the gaming industry forward. I have my idea in my head.
Is it Nintendo?
Nintendo. Yes, Nintendo.
I don't know what they're doing to push anything forward.
That's
Besides
keeping the
knowing that
handheld. They're keeping the handheld part fucking alive.
I don't give a
That's number
fuck.
one.
why you gotta be malignant.
Yeah, I'm just saying. And, of course, you're gonna say you don't give a fuck, but I bet you pre-ordered that Steam Deck, didn't you, there,
You
Jemiah?
high off your fucking mind. You know I only consider desktops PCs. I don't even consider laptops or tablets anything next to PC. You know I only think when I say PC, I mean desktop only. Everybody else can go eat a dick.
Hey, fucking yo. Okay.
Jemiah, not Jemiah, sorry, Josh. For me
We
personally,
don't
the
all
reason why
look the
Nintendo
same.
needs to be here.
Don't ever confuse me with this pony, nigga.
He said because we black. That's why.
Because he got a long
Ouch.
mane and shit.
Ouch, man. Why you always gotta throw some racial shade my way, bro? Stop that shit. Come on now, man.
Because
Because we live in America, not Canada.
It's hard being the only white motherfucker in this bitch.
We live in a maple playland, Fado. We live in America, bro.
You got freckles. That means you got little sprinkles of African American on your skin.
Well, is that what that is?
No.
Okay.
That sounds like an Ayo moment.
Shut up, man. Motherfucker. The reason why I myself fucking think Nintendo needs to be here, man, is for a couple of reasons, actually, but I'll make it short and sweet. Nostalgia, fun factor, keeping the handheld fucking side of the world fucking alive and keeping that going. And also they bring fucking unique flavors to their fucking original IPs when they do come out with their original IPs. Pikmin was unique in its own way. Fucking ARMS is literally just punch out but on crack. You know what I mean? Like that kind of shit. Like Nintendo, like as far as innovation goes, they gave fucking Sony the reason to do fucking DualSense. That's all. That's pretty much basically HD Realm, just better. That's all it is. That kind of shit like that. Like they're like they innovate when they want to innovate, but it's not like a guaranteed fucking slammer every fucking generation Nintendo comes out with shit because they have failures too as well. Look at the Wii U.
What
It's a prime
about
example of that.
What about Killer Tay? What do you think they got? Because
It's
you're pretty neutral.
same thing with Fatal said, keeping the handheld side of gaming alive. I mean, that's pretty much it for me. Keeping having something the younger generation of gamers can start out on before they venture out and find their own path when it comes to gaming.
Find their own path, boy.
Oh, sorry.
Mhm.
I just want to add one thing that Tate just brought up too, as well, as far as to piggyback off him real quick. The handheld side is also Nintendo's way of keeping that side relevant, due to the handheld market, or like due to the actual mobile market and shit like that. Like they're still out here making handhelds and still making a lot of money off that shit. Whereas the mobile market's
Yeah.
dominating right now. So
Okay. All right. So what about you, Black? What do you guys say?
I mean, they pretty much stated everything, man. I mean, like Nintendo, they definitely got that market that's like a great transition from like somebody who probably just getting into cell phone gaming, but don't want to commit to a console. You know what I'm saying? They got that nice little market right there, bro. Where people be more comfortable with the handheld and they on the go type thing. So they definitely got something that nobody else has, and they still got the Nintendo magic, that nostalgia. They got the
Yeah.
IP, they got a lot of shit going for them. They grandfathered into this shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no getting rid of Nintendo, bro. They gotta really fuck up for something bad for them to ever leave, bro. So I don't even think it's a question about what they doing.
Yeah.
He's gonna keep doing what they
Even
do.
when they
You know?
even when they realize they fucking up, they use like they did with the Wii U. They're gonna end that
Mhm.
bitch early and restart that motherfucker
Yeah,
quick as
they
fuck.
ain't scared to cut shit short, bro. Like they cut their
Yeah.
losses and keep it moving. Like, hey, I know that Wii U was trash, but we got this new thing for you, and the people gonna try it out.
Mhm.
Switch is a fucking
And we
success
fixed the
story, bro.
name so you won't get confused.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that
They
makes
even got
sense.
me into the damn Switch. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got a damn Switch, bro.
So Dragon, what you got to say about this? Because you wanted to talk about this.
I guess for the games, not good. Or I guess one would say, I mean, someone said the Wii U was trash. Did you elaborate on
Who
that?
said this?
Smoke. Let's get it.
Who
no,
said it
I
was
didn't say
trash?
it was. No, okay, I didn't say it was trash. I said it was underperformed, which it was.
That didn't sell
But
well.
there was a lot of amazing games that came out during that generation. Remember, Captain Toe was birthed there. Fucking Splatoon was birthed there. You know what I mean? But we
And
also had Downfall IPs too as well, because Star
they're
Fox Zero
all
was birthed
ported over.
there.
They were all ported over to the Switch, so they're now Switch games.
Well, yeah, pretty much, basically, yeah. But a lot of those games were born there, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, Smash Brothers didn't fucking took off. You know what I mean? Until they got ported over to the Switch and shit. But like, it was a failure of a console because of the confusion of the name itself. A lot of people thought it was an
Splatoon.
add-on.
You said Splatoon was birthed there. I thought they came out at the same time on both consoles.
No,
No.
On both of them.
Splatoon 2 came out 2 years after Splatoon 1,
yeah,
Okay.
2017.
yeah.
Okay. So do you have to have some other games? It has to be something. You can't just have one game in Splatoon. Like, what's making these games officially like a big deal?
Oh, does anybody see the potential in crossover games as far as making a splash in gaming industry?
Well, Smash Brothers is definitely putting a dent in that.
No, for sure.
Okay.
Oh, you gotta talk up a little bit, man. You gotta talk up a little bit, man.
Yeah. You kind of soft spoken.
Check out.
Well,
What
you a
about
loud ass
games?
piece of people.
Yo, Josh.
What about
Chill.
crossover games that do happen to have ideas, whether that be mixed or ideas that were a mix of ideas from both franchises or multiple franchises?
Like,
Like Tokyo Mirage Sessions, Sharp FE.
Tatsunoko versus Capcom.
No, collaboration between Atlas and Intelligent Systems and Nintendo.
okay.
Yep.
I will say this: what Nintendo tends to do, um, they tend to pick the right games to definitely give their console worth. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
They have a say in the type of narrative they want. You know what I mean when it comes to their games, which is to me, which is awesome. They have a flavoring to it, and you got to give them credit on that one. I think everybody should give them credit
Mm.
on the type of flavoring that they got going on here. You know, um,
Yeah.
and like you said before, they have like what was it, the Zelda game that was like the Dynasty Warriors type shit.
The Pyro
Yeah,
Warriors.
Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah, I
Pyro
wasn't
Warriors.
really. I didn't think that they were going to do something like that, but here we are. You know what I'm saying? They did things like that. They did the Pokemon. Well, they it's not them directly, but they. I'm sure they
Well,
have some kind of direct.
collaboration.
Yeah, it's like a
No, yeah,
collaboration.
yeah.
So let's go on to because I think we kind of touched on the Jim Ryan subject earlier. So unfortunately, I have to end the stream soon. But I want to ask you guys
Jim
this.
Ryan, the liar.
No, I have a
The
new name. I
snake.
have a new name for him. Right, the new name is Phil Ryan.
Yeah, you were throwing that around yesterday in the space, bro. That shit was
Phil
fucking killing me, bro.
Phil
Killing me.
Ryan. So in terms of Microsoft, just like what we did with Nintendo, what do you guys think Microsoft brings to the table? Kill Tay. What you guys say about that?
Niggas didn't even ask me what I thought Nintendo brought to the table, but that's cool.
Oh shit, my bad. You
That's
did
right.
say it.
You
You were the
still
first.
broke,
You was
man.
the first person. You said they could eat a dick.
Nah, that was
What?
me last stream. What are you
That
talking
was
about?
not me.
I said that last stream.
No. But you did say
No, I didn't
we.
say anything about Nintendo. You never asked me.
You just jumped in there. I thought that you were saying something
That
about.
was
Okay,
not me. I didn't say anything the whole time.
my bad. Shit, my bad.
Leave it
God
alone.
damn. Are you
Alright.
Phil Ryan right now?
Phil Ryan was going on, Devil Shooter.
Yo.
What do you got? So what do you think that Nintendo brings to the table?
I think Nintendo's greatest strength is consistency for a new audience. You know what I mean? Like their IPs are timeless. So every generation of kids, they always ingrain them with that Nintendo IP, Zeldas, Mario's, now that's Splatoon. They always like every time there's a new generation of kids, they always come out with a new system, and those kids are attached to that system. Therefore, in the future, that nostalgia always carries on for them. Like for me, my thing is like Super Nintendo. Like I always have a soft spot for Super Nintendo, and I always love Nintendo for that. You know what I mean? For some other kids, it'll
Mm-hmm.
be 64. The next kids, it'll be the fucking Wii, the Wii. The next kids, it'll be the Switch.
The GameCube.
Yeah, they always get in on the ground floor of that new generation of kids and ingrains them with those hitters. Zelda, Donkey Kong, Mario. Those games always get engraved into kids' fucking psyche, and they stay consistent with that. You know what I mean? They don't try to go and grab a adult audience like Microsoft and PlayStation does. They try to stick in their lane, and they do that shit consistently. And sometimes they put out some more mature games, but for the most part, they like to put out like
Almost
a lot of
done, right?
consistent type of games that are like for a younger audience, which
And they're
always ingrains them in that audience for the future.
they're
Facts.
they're also
Facts.
smart about when to bring their console out too. They always
Yep.
bring it out before the major consoles do too. So that's another good thing that they do bring to the table by allowing the young generation to, get a sample of them first before the fucking other two consoles do come out.
So parents feel a
It's
lot
always good.
safer letting their kids play Nintendo than let them play like a PlayStation game or whatever. That's why I never got mad at the friend code shit, because there's a lot of weirdos out there, right? And
Hmm.
if people can't get
Yeah,
to
the
your
Nintendo
kids,
fans.
yeah, if people can't get to your kids without having these codes and shit, that's a great way to keep kids safe. You know what I mean?
There's
So
one. There's one more
there's
thing.
a yeah,
I'm
there's
sorry,
a
my
whole
bad.
safety. There's a whole safety involved, and a whole nostalgia, and a whole like, because even the parents know I used to play Zelda. I'm let my kid play Zelda. You know what I mean? Like, it's a whole nostalgia safety thing. It's a very family oriented system, and that always keeps them in the top, no matter what. Because
Yeah,
kids are born every day.
and plus it's also the main reason too as well. Like Jemai was just saying too. Like everybody knows who the fuck Mario is. everybody knows who Donkey Kong is. Everybody knows who the fucking Link is and Zelda is and shit like that. Like their
See,
house
yo,
market games, bro.
what's going on, Arsenic? In Devil Shooter, you're 2000 and late. I already said Phil Ryan. I already have a name for his ass. So you're late.
Mhm.
Like,
I
Um,
don't think the Switch is only
can
for
ask like a
kids.
non-gamer who Mario is, and they'll tell you who it is.
Yeah,
If you ask a non-gamer who Master Chief is, they ain't gonna know shit.
I'm not saying that the Nintendo only makes games for kids. What I'm saying is that's their primary market, like the Labo and shit like that. Like the
Yeah,
Labo sold over 1 million. Like, you know what I mean? Like Nintendo constantly knows how to engage with a younger audience, and that's what their specialty is. And then that shit carries over years after, and niggas is still playing the same Metroid game for the fucking thousandth time, and they're loving it.
Yeah.
So I'm not into that shit.
I will say this, that one thing that Nintendo does, we get on to Microsoft before we end.
please
One
do.
one thing that Nintendo does that well, they show that you don't need a lot of money to make a good game. You don't need
And you don't have to have the most powerful hardware too, as well, just to fucking bring out bangers.
you do need strong hardware, because now it's starting to encroach on
I
that.
think Bangers
Yeah, okay.
I think
Switch is
Bangers is
definitely selling
a
perfectly fine, good sir. You're Gucci on that,
We're,
sir.
we're not talking about it sells. We're talking about it's limiting the artist. But what were you saying again? Who said that?
The artist to what? To the technology's in there.
What you
I
say?
think the Switch is limited, bro. When you're only playing like 27 frames and shit, you got shit dropping and shit. Like,
It's
you know what I
starting.
mean? Like, you got low ass resolutions and shit. I think like I would love a fucking Pokemon game on the level of World of Warcraft, where it's just like super 3D, super detailed. I could run around the whole entire fucking map, battling niggas, going to gyms. You know what I mean? Like, just crazy shit. With the Switch though, it's like I'm not gonna have that same experience I would have with an open world like Monster Hunter type of game that's just crazy. You know what I mean? Interactive and shit. Like the
Now,
Switch can't give me that feeling.
now Arsenic says that it's all ages, not children.
It is
No,
all ages.
yeah, it's of course it's all ages, but their whole primary focus is children though. Like let's not get it twisted.
Well, yeah, but even though that's less of what they have on the console itself right now, currently, which is interesting because you're right, Jamal. You're absolutely right. They have been catering to that audience since forever. Because that's how they got me. That's how they got you and many others when we were kids.
So
But
think
like
about
nowadays, kids are the least fucking sought out people that buy Switches or Nintendo platforms. Period.
It's all these old dudes who trying to live their fucking GameCube days and shit. So it's like,
Yeah,
this is
for the
true.
most part, yeah.
I
Like those are the
I
people that went
will.
out and bought that price remaster at Wind Waker and shit.
So what about Microsoft? I'm gonna go with what's his name? Killer Tech.
What they bring to the table?
What they bring to the table that makes them valuable.
Uh,
You the one.
Games.
You a bot.
Something
You a bot.
easier to fucking. I'm not a bot.
Yes, you are.
I'm a nigga that plays on console. That's
No,
what I am.
no, you a bot. I heard you a couple
If
times.
I was
I heard you a couple
if I
times
was
in
a
the
bot,
background talking about some. And so
when did I say that?
he said, "Well, he said when I say
When did I say that? When did I say that?
earlier." All right, go on. You said
What?
they nothing. Just go on. Go on. Okay, go on.
I mean, I mean,
Yeah, I heard that too, yo.
I mean, the games that Microsoft brings to the table are the games that I like. Like their first party studio games. I actually do like those games. I play those games
Which games?
all the time with my homeboys. Most of my friends that we do play these multiplayer games with, we always play them like every time they fucking come out, like fucking Halo, motherfucking Gears. We always play them motherfuckers until somebody goes into the fucking field for a fucking month and a half and then come back and we started back up again. Uh, they brought fucking the multiplayer scene to the map.
I'm talking about now.
Even though that was during the fucking, I mean, that's still to this day. I mean, the multiplayer, even though all these
no,
other
Tim,
games have multiplayer games and motherfuckers play, but the on fucking Xbox itself, I can always find a fucking match with somebody, and
I
not just
was
from my friends list.
I would say Dreamcast brought the fucking multiplayer scene to the thing. Like
Facts
I
on
didn't
Dreamcast
play
that.
was
multiplayer with Dreamcast. I'm
was
That's
just,
the
I'm
who
just,
first.
fault. Who fault is that?
I'm going by what what I'm
Yo,
going by my experience.
Dreamcast was
I
fire,
don't
bro.
play that
Like
video.
that shit brought. They had their own keyboard and shit. Like that shit brought into the multiplayer online aspect of gaming. Like that shit was the original like pioneer. If you want to say that.
Now I know
I
this is
mean,
out,
yeah.
now I
But
know this is out of your realm, Dragon. But what do you think that Microsoft brings to the table?
I guess we can just start with the positives. Look at kind of history that they kind of did do to an extent. I mean, one would be the online experience, at least to an extent. At least 360, Xbox days. I guess including Xbox One. um, did sign in to get Sunset Overdrive on there in 2014 and other third party exclusives as well. And games that were planned to come in later, like Scalebound, Phantom Dust, and
Be right
and
back.
about it.
You know that bot fatal dipped out
I
before you
know.
could get a
He
question.
said, nope. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize, guys. Something came up, man. Something came up. I actually have to end the stream. I am so sorry.
that grandma porn couldn't wait, huh?
Shut your ass up. My fucking nose.
Nigga, Abby on the
Meet the
desktop just
meat,
Abby on the desktop just smiled at him. He like, okay, baby, I can't.
man.
Shut
Meet the
the fuck.
gums. Meet the gums.
Shut your ass up.
Yeah, wait till Last of Us 2 come to PC. I'm gonna put Abby in a thong, nigga.
Oh no.
Oh
Man,
man.
they want-
Send it straight to Josh.
You don't
But
get to
yeah.
rush this.
Oh my god, I saw that earlier, yo. I was like, get this shit out of here, yo. Either
Hey, yo,
way,
ask me the truth, nigga. Stop hating on him, bro.
either way, okay. So Jemiah, thank you for coming through. Edward, thank you so much. Umar, of course, has always been a pleasure. Mike, I'll talk to you later. Higher Arc, thank you for contributing. I appreciate that. Logical nonsense, you always here. Of course, you got Dragon Sword. Thank you so much for showing up. I'm gonna try to make it up next week. See what's going on with the with the subjects and online and stuff like that. Unfortunately, I gotta dip,
Yeah.
guys.
You might as well put that last subject from this one on that one too.
Yeah. We could probably get some clarity actually on what Jim Ryan was saying last week. So
Yeah.
all right.
Yo, be easy out.